down on the Bayou as you get a look inside the Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans.
This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Let's see what you got. Mike, 56. Mike, 56.
Throwing to start the drive. Dahl.
That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Second down, back to Sanders. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
2 big runs here to start this game. How about the offensive line? They came out firing. Great leverage, great punch to get this thing started.
And now this unit on the move already. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Young. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Off play action. Dahl.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Play action. It's Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, this defense for the Saints, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Fields.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Now Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Steps away to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Fields.
He's got Akins, the tight end. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Akins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have, and right there they show you why.
And it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz good on the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Chicago.
On play action, Fields.
Going up top. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Bears.
These two teams all tied after one.
Score time, 7-7.
On first down, Amos, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
To throw is Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Now it's Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, Fields.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum.
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big-time play there for New Orleans. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Back to throw. Dahl. And Sanders has got it complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Dahl. Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Dahl. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And Lutz puts this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A huge play there for Chicago. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Here's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And Sanders on first down with a little bit of space as he works his way forward, a gain of 4.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
6 yards left on second down.
Looking to throw. Dahl. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. Again the juke. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Dahl. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Back to throw. Dahl. Looking long for Thomas. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
As they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. Fields throw there, complete to Mooney.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, Fields. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James.
And that is incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Fields.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
final shot before the break. Fields. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve.
As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
First down, Chicago.
On first down, it's Fields.
Flush to his right.
And now he'll fire deep downfield for James.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
A huge play there for Chicago.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal.
Bears 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 42. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Off play action, Fields.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
On third down, Amos. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. Well, here we go on fourth down, Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling because
blitz coming, and down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 58's Mike, 58's Mike.
Looking to throw. Dahl. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Sanders. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check 56. 56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. I got you. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. His throw incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
3rd quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Looking to throw on second down. Dahl. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Off play action. Dahl. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
The tackle made back at the 37-yard line.
One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Dahl. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Bears are right back in this football game. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season
December.
of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Fields now to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. Fields on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Getting this into the hands of Turner. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Play action. It's Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Santos with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Bears 21, Saints 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
So gain of 8 brings up 2nd and 2.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Check 52.
Off the play fake. Dahl. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
58's the money. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. 58, right over there, right over there.
Back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 26. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll run on 1st down. Amos. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 43 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Amos. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
They'll try the left side. Amos. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Third and 2, Fields. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Bears, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, it's a loss that could wind up hurting a little as they fall now to 11-4. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.